Om Shwani Deva Savita Duritani Paraswa Yabhadram Tanna Aswa.
Om Vedahametam Purusham Mahantam Aditya Varanam Tamasaha Parastat Tameva Viditvati Mrityumeti Nanyaha Panta Vidyate Naya. The Vedas are saying that if any person who wants to lead a happy life in this world and seek eternal happiness as well, there is only one path available to him.
That is why we will be telling you about the 4 Vedas and how God gave them when He created human beings.
Didi, do you know what those big books are? They are called Vedas. There are 4 of them. Rigveda, Yajurveda, Samveda and Atharvaveda. Is there a different language? I can't even read the titles.
They are written in Sanskrit. Sanskrit used to be the original language for everyone, all of us, the whole human race. It is very close to Hindi. The letters are similar to look at in both languages.
What does Veda mean?
Veda means knowledge. These Vedas have the knowledge of the whole universe, very useful for mankind.
It is like an instruction manual for the human race, just like an instruction booklet that we get if we buy an item from the market. For example, if you buy a cell phone, you get a user guide. It tells you how to use it along with problem-solving instructions. Similarly, God gave these 4 Vedas when He created human beings.
Why are there 4 Vedas when all people are the same?
Each book deals with a different type of information. The world is so big and the universe is endless, so perhaps it would be hard or complicated if it is in one book.
Then what is Rigveda about? How is it different from the other 3 Vedas?
Rigveda is the biggest of all the 4 Vedas and is the collection of 10,580 mantras. It is the book of information and encyclopedia of the whole universe. That is why it is called Gyan Kanda. Rigveda describes all the materials that are existing in this universe along with the uses.
What is a mantra? Is it different from normal sentences?
Mantra means to think with the mind. Man refers to mind and tra means to think.
Can you please tell me more about Rigveda?
It talks about creation, describes about the nature of this universe, explains about omnipotent, omnipresent and omniscient God, who is unborn, formless, changeless, and is above space and time.
It describes the luminous cosmos, sun, Milky Way, galaxies, etc. It deals with the importance of service, sacrifice, donation, teaches us not to gamble, highlights a woman's importance in the family and society, and so on. The Upaveda for Rigveda is Atharvaveda, which talks about world economics. Wow, that is a lot of information. Can you please tell me about the next book there, the Yajurveda?
Yaj means any good deed. It highlights all the good deeds that are important for us to prosper. It is the book of things to do, such as rituals. That is why this book is called Karma Kanda.
Looks like it's a smaller book. How many mantras are there in it?
It has only 1,975 mantras in it, but it's a very important book for priests because a lot of rituals are performed by them. It also has information on the sanskaras.
How many sanskaras are there? And why should we only follow the sanskaras present in Vedas?
There are 16 sanskaras, such as naming ceremony, grain-giving ceremony, when the baby is 6 months, school-going ceremony, marriage ceremony, death ceremony, etc. These sanskaras are very important for us to prosper in the spiritual path. All original dharmic information is in these Vedas. These days, many books are available, but sometimes mislead us with incorrect information, so it is good to refer back to the original books to perform such important ceremonies.
Do you know the different types of Devyas in Yajurveda?
We just took part in the simple Devayaj, which would be performed every day to purify our environment. Apart from this, there are several others, such as Putra Kamishti for people who do not have children. For example, King Dasharatha performed it, and Rama, Lakshmana, Bharata and Shatrugna were born.
Vashishti is another Devayaj, which is performed if there is no rain in an area for a long time.
That is a lot of information in such a small book.
I would like to know about the smallest book of all.
Samved is the smallest, with 1,875 mantras, 100 less than the Yajurved. It deals with two things. The most important is Upasana, how to meditate and get close to God. This is why this book is called Upasana Ganda.
It also talks about music. Do you know the 7 notes? Sa, re, ga, ma, pa, ta, ni, sa. They are all in this book, and all the different types of music in the world have originated from these 7 notes.
Sounds like a good book. I like music. Can you please tell me about the last book there in that corner?
It is also called Vijnana Kanda. Its original name is Atharva Veda, with 5,987 mantras in it. It talks about more diverse and different subjects.
Have you heard about Ayurveda? It talks about maintaining good health, how to treat diseases, and how to live long. It is the Upaveda for Atharva Veda, which also talks about surgery.
The same Veda also deals with architecture, that is, how to build buildings, modeling of planes and trains. It highlights about plant science and animal science. It talks about national leaders or kings, their roles and responsibilities, about the laws of the society, lawyers' roles, duties, etc.
It is the second largest of all the 4 books. The mantras are simpler in language.
Oh, so all this means that the 4 Vedas are really important.
Yes! That is why Swami Dayanand Saraswati translated them into Hindi and made them accessible for all of us to read.
He reminded us about their importance. He said everybody has a right to read them and share the knowledge with others.
That is why we are sharing with you.
हम वेद पढ़े सुविचार बड़े बल पाए चरे नित ऊपर को अविरुद्ध रहे रुच पंथ गहे परिवार कहे वसुधावर को ध्रुव धर्म धरे पर दुख हरे तन त्याग तरे भव सागर को दिन फेर पिता वर दे सविता हम आर्य करे वसुधा बर को. Thank you.